Party people in the place to be. What's going on? It's me trying to fix the lines here so I don't get as much of a glare. Fuck it, fuck the glare, get the glare. You saw the credits. It's a news update. Long story short, Anakin Skywalker got fucking arrested. Fucking Vader got arrested. And as soon as I saw the headline, I came up with it. I immediately got slapped in the face with an opinion. Look at this. The link goes to TMZ, and right on the front page of TMZ, there's a thing about Sofia Vergara at PWG, which is dope for PWG. PWG is a local independence wrestling company that more times than not gives you high caliber matches for your money. Go check them out. But yeah, Anakin Skywalker got fucking arrested. Star Wars Anakin Skywalker star Jake Lloyd arrested after crazy car chase. According to TMZ, this flashed all over the place a couple days ago. I've been editing and real-lifing shit, so hadn't had a chance to do that, get to this. So here we go. Star Wars Anakin Skywalker arrested after crazy car chase. This was only about a week ago. Jake Lloyd, the actor who played the young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, was arrested, TMZ has learned, after an insane car chase that ended when Jake plowed into some trees. Cops say Lloyd was driving in Charleston, South Carolina. Just can't get a break. In Charleston, South Carolina, when sheriff's deputies began pursuing him, the chase was underway and it went on for miles into another county. Deputies say Jake began passing cars on the double yellow line and began driving recklessly at high speeds. Cops say eventually Jake lost control of his car, which ran off the road, through a fence, and into a wooded area where it struck several trees. They couldn't have been big trees. The 26-year-old also starred in Jingle All the Way. He was Jingle All the Way. Who also starred in Jingle All the Way, was arrested for reckless driving, failure to stop, resisting arrest, and driving without a license. He's currently in custody. Yeah. So, there are, I would imagine, let's see here. There are other developments. Since then, it's been a week. Let's thank you, computer. Let's see what, oh, there's dash cam footage now of the high-speed chase. We're going to take a look at that. And it looks like motherfuckers just talking shit for the last couple of days. So here we go. TMZ's got the high-speed chase. Anakin Skywalker dash cam of high-speed chase, kicking up clouds of dust. There's a bit of a blur, but that usually they just end up describing the video, so we're gonna watch it right now. Okay, that's Jake. Well, if he's driving in dust, yes, it's going to kick up clouds of dust. No, not me. I want to turn it down. I don't want to turn it off. Fucking TMZ, your fucking video player sucks. We can't really see anything because the cam that's being dashed, I gotta scream because the fucking video's so loud, is behind two other cop cars as they're watching this chase, which is only slightly more entertaining than the one from Phantom Menace. And they're a cool mile ahead of the fucking cop car that we get the dash cam from. Okay, looks like he hung a hard right. Everybody's piled in. And the tape's about to end. TMZ, your fucking video player sucks. Where's the volume control? Like, why does it have to be super fucking loud or muted? Why can't I adjust the volume? Like, you understand that motherfuckers, a lot of them end up hooking onto your site like at work or something. They don't need it to be fucking blaring. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? That showed nothing. So, here was the opinion that I came up with. Not came up with, but just like smacked me in the face as soon as I heard the news, was how much of this is George Lucas's fault? Bear with me. Bear with me. How much of this is George Lucas's fault? Because poor little Jake Lloyd was a kid actor on the rise. He was in Jingle on the Way. He had a part in he managed to land what could have been the biggest, what was the biggest, but could have been the greatest role of his career, and ended up being the albatross of it, ended up being the death knell of it. Anakin Skywalker, because of the way you know what I mean? Like, how much of this is George Lucas's fault? And I'm going to draw the parallel here to Jurassic World. Anakin Skywalker, the little Anakin Skywalker kid, was not written well. He was kind of annoying. He was kind of bland. When he wasn't bland, he was annoying. When he wasn't annoying, he was bland. And the only worst character than him in that thing was Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is the worst character in all of Star Wars. I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I'm conversational. I've seen the original 3, I've seen The Phantom Menace, and then I dropped the fuck out because The Phantom Menace sucks so bad. But the character of Anakin Skywalker was not written to be likable or it was just kind of a sketch of what a good character would have been. Like, it wasn't. I didn't relate. I didn't like, or I didn't necessarily hate, but I didn't like. You know, and he got a lot of heat for Star Wars Phantom Menace. And it was funny because Jake Lloyd got the heat for it. George Lucas didn't. And Lucas was the one who was responsible for it. Lucas was the one who wrote it. Lucas was the one who okayed it. Lucas was the one who was behind the whole thing. And yet, it was poor little Jake Lloyd that got the brunt end of the bitching from fans. Also, fucking, the parallel that I'm drawing here between that and Jurassic World, if anybody's seen Jurassic World, anybody who hasn't, spoiler alert, don't fucking see that movie fucking sucks. But part of the reason that movie fucking sucks is that it spends entirely too much time setting up characters that we don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about any of the human characters at all, including Chris Pratt. Any of them. They're so poorly fucking written. And don't give me that bullshit excuse of it's an action summer movie. Fuck you, because there are good action summer movies that develop the characters, that have people in them or characters in them that you actually like and care about one way or the other, or hate. You care about one way or the other. Either you like them or you hate them, and you want to see them succeed or fail. And they're written well, and they're directed well, and they're acted well. Jurassic Park is a piece of fucking shit that got a fucking $1 billion because people are fucking stupid. Jurassic Park fucking sucks. And part of the reason why, or Jurassic World fucking sucks. And part of the reason why Jurassic World fucking sucks is because we spent entirely too much time with fucking kids. And the worst character in that goddamn movie was the little fucking smart kid. As soon as that fucker said his first fucking line, after his first fucking line, I was like, God, I hope he gets eaten by a fucking Tyrannosaurus. Like, I fucking hate this kid. I fucking hate him. And when I said characters you either like or you hate, that's not what you want to do with a fucking hero in a fucking chase movie that you want the audience to hope doesn't get eaten. I hope that motherfucker got eaten. And the sooner the better, because that would have meant I wouldn't have had to hear him fucking ever again. And the problem wasn't the kid himself. It was the writing, it was the directing, it was everything revolving around said kid. The kid played his part. The kid did what he was supposed to do. He did the lines, he did the expressions. It wasn't the kid's fault. It was the fucking adults around the kid's fault for writing such a shitty character and directing him in such a shitty, hollow goddamn way. Rewind back, what, a decade or two ago to a decade and a half ago to poor little Jake Lloyd, where he got a big brunt of the pissing and moaning revolving around episode 1. He did. He got a big brunt of the pissing and moaning around episode 1, and it wasn't his fault. Jake, listen to me, buddy. It's not your fault. No, listen. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Hey, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's fucking George Lucas's fault. It's the cinematographer's fault. It's all the adults involved in episodes 1's fault. Which is why you got all that backlash. And I think Star Wars fans need to understand that. Poor little Jake Lloyd didn't really do anything wrong here. As far as episode 1 was concerned. But the problem is that we're realizing that 10, 15 years too late. Because now, after episode 1 and after the backlash, he quit acting. And I would imagine he went through a lifelong depression. And still is going through probably some depression, some anger issues, some resentment, a lot of the things that go into typical child actorhood, at least 10, 15 years ago, what you would see, and he's only known for that role, like that's his biggest role, that's his most notorious role, like it's probably follows him it follows him all the days of his life, and with this arrest, it's gonna follow him again. He got a lot of shit that he didn't deserve. So I feel for him a bit. Obviously he shouldn't have been, weaving in and out of traffic and stuff like that. I understand why he was weaving in and out of traffic if he had a suspended license or no license, because they'll lock your ass up for that, and you don't want to get locked up. But you're just compounding things when you run like that, because you're probably not going to get away. So yeah, poor little Jake Lloyd. I feel for him, man. I feel for you. I hope maybe he can do what some other actors have done and kind of, if he wants to get back into acting, I don't know if he does, if he wants to get back into acting, hook up with somebody who will help you kind of lampoon your history and kind of play off that and make fun of yourself and be in on the joke. Being in on the joke can be very profitable for many, many actors. And if you can do that, you could probably get yourself in a better situation and in some better straits. And hopefully that's exactly what he does.
Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, Suplex City, bitch.